My name is Luis Acosta. I am the owner of Elite Electric Company.
Stephen Reed, co-owner of Elite Electric Company.
We are a veteran and minority-owned company in Wichita, Kansas. We have multiple journeymen and technicians out in the field. We take pride in all our work. We will do smallest jobs down from a small outlet change, full home residential remodels, and up to commercial and light industrial. We go out of our way to help customers in every which way possible. We don't get scared to get dirty, whatever it takes to get the job done. You can call us at any time, 316-258-2166. You need to contact us in Spanish, it's 316-944-9090.
Neza Tires is your local family-owned tire shop. Whether it's suspension, brakes, computer alignments, or just an oil change, expect affordable, professional, and friendly service. We are now at 2 locations, 2502 West Maple and 4758 South Seneca. Neza Tires, your local family-owned tire shop. Se habla español.
Hi, my name is Andy Sykes. I am the CEO of Amplify. Amplify is a strength and conditioning resource that's available in person and on demand through our app. So no matter where you are able to get high quality programs that you can be assured will get you results. Our population base is pretty diverse. I mean, we're working with athletes, not only college athletes, but also amateur and semi-professional athletes, soccer players, to rowers, to bowlers, and older adults. You know, we've got a full spectrum of different clientele. If you want to see improved performance, improved health, then shoot us an email, reach out to us, and join this team, because we are impacting lives for the better, and it's great to be a part of.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Siscon. I am the owner of Skin by Evelyn. I have some amazing news. I am launching my own skincare line, and I am so excited that I have created a line that's not just great for your skin, but also has a beautiful, meaningful purpose behind it. My mission is to inspire and increase self-esteem. I am hoping to be able to make a change in someone's life and giving them the tools that they need to take care of their skin. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Our official Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the second game of International Wichita's UPSL season. After a commanding 2-0 victory against Dodge City in their season opener last Saturday, this evening they're going to look to replicate that result against Santa Fe Wanderers at the stunning Striker Soccer Complex here in Wichita, Kansas. It's a beautiful evening. It's a perfect day for some soccer. Let's see if International Wichita can get another result and boost their season even more. Going to be International Wichita to get the game underway, with Fabio Schneider taking the first kick of this evening. There's Jack getting out wide to Momo, tried to find Future in the middle, but Santa Fe managed to win the ball. Momo losing it once more early on. Santa Fe trying to go wrong, and it's well read by, well, it was almost well read by Jesus on the far side, but managed to make amends for his mistake on missing the ball the first time around. Both teams being a little bit reckless in possession here at the start of the game, but neither of them really been able to hold on to the ball for too long. It is only the first minute, but there's already been quite a lot of possession changes. That's going to be a free kick for Inter Wichita on their own goal line. The big kick from Gustavo playing in goal. Had a good clean sheet last week. Didn't have much to do. Dodge City didn't really pose too much of a threat on Inter Wichita's goal. A very, very good performance from all of the lads on the pitch last week. The big pitch here at Striker Sports Complex, so it looked as if Inter Wichita really used it well, used the space, passed the ball around. Dodge City really, really couldn't part with them last week. Is Santa Fe trying to build some possession, splitting the lines nicely. He loses the ball from the throw-in. Fabio trying to apply some pressure. Now Momo joining in and forcing Santa Fe to go all the way back towards their goalkeeper. Looked like there was a handball there in the middle of the pitch. The referee didn't see it, but luckily his linesman did. Oh no, he's given a free kick for Santa Fe. Looks like none of the officials noticed that handball in there. Due with the defensive clearance. Gabe just couldn't quite flick it on. He had Fabio running in front of him. Now Jack switching the play towards Momo. Fabio winning the ball back in a really good position there. He's got players in the box. Plays it to Jack. It's a good block in there by Santa Fe. That's a good opportunity early on from into Wichita. Come from a little bit of Fabio pressure. The dangerous area, and that's going to be a free kick. And a yellow card for Yuli early on, only 4 minutes into the game. He's going to have a task for himself now. A lot of yellow cards in the game last week, and looks like it might be the same way this week with the first tackle. Earning the yellow card. No warning by the refs. Straight into his pocket. I do not know what happened to the puck there. It just stopped. Peter winning the ball back in his own corner, helping it forward towards Gabriel. Got Jack running around this outside. Instead, he gives it to Momo on the far side, trying to play it first time down the line towards Fabio. Gabe wins it back well though. And this time, Momo can find Fabs. It might just be a little bit too far in front of him. And Ishmael in goal for Santa Fe will come and collect that. It just stopped. Literally stopped. Momo trying to apply some pressure with Jesus on the right hand side, but Santa Fe don't need to be rushing things so far. They like to pass it around by the looks of it and then try to ping a long ball in behind. Here's Yoli with a quick throw down the line towards Jack, and that's a good defensive header. Going to be an into Wichita throw-in. Chui quickly into Connor. Gets the ball under. Gives it to Jack. Plays it around the corner towards Gabriel. That's a great crafty ball from Jack. Now he's got to try and get into the box and give some options for Gabe. Got Momo behind him. Connor on the edge of the box. Stops with a shot. It's straight into the hands of Ishmael. They just allowed to bring the ball down in the middle of the pitch there. No real pressure from any of the centre mids on into Wichita. Jack just unable to keep that one in as the linesman raises his flag. Good throw down the line, but Yuri reads it. Santa Fe moving the ball back to their back line once more. It looked as if they like to do that, give it to their centre backs and then move it around between them four and then just launch the ball up the pitch. Don't really use their midfield too much, or haven't in the opening 10 minutes of the game. That's dribbled out on the far side. So it's going to be an into Wichita throw in. Sure, we won't be able to take it just yet, as there's two balls on the pitch right now. There's Futa getting the ball from the front. He had an excellent game in the season opener in the 2-0 victory. Key part in centre mid, played tremendous. So the man of the match award went to Rory, the defender, scored the opening goal and had a great defensive game as well. Both the goals scored in that first game was, oh, there's Rory with a good head back and punched away. This Futa once more to split the line and find Gabe. Jack, nice turn. Driving into the middle of the pitch, trying to see if he's got it's a great ball towards Momo. Takes it round. Ooh, I was going to say takes it round the goalkeeper, but Ishmael's done really well to put his hand in the way of that. Deny Momo of the free goal. Not done so well with the kick though, as he's found Chewy's feet. Good composure from Chewy, just decides to keep the ball and go back to Ramos instead. With a brilliant diagonal pass to Jack. Good header in towards Gabe in the middle. Oh, he's offside. Linesman flag goes up. That's a spectacular pass from Ramos. And as I was just about to say, from the Dodge City game, both goals were absolutely tremendous goals from Inter Wichita. And one of them was from a ball just like that from Ramos. Straight into the box and found the head of Rory. And then the other goal was an absolute screamer from Lissandra. About 25 yards out, straight into the top corner. Goalkeeper stood no chance. Fortunately, he's unavailable this week as he picked up an injury. A few other players picking up injuries as well. You can see Connor Inlow, the only other change, as well as Jack coming into the starting lineup. Connor didn't manage to get onto the pitch last week, but he replaces the injured Wilbert. Jack come on at half time, made a big difference, and replaces the injured Nayland, this left hand side. A few injuries early on for Inter Wichita, but hopefully none of them are serious, as all of the players just mentioned are very, very talented young men who add a lot to this team. But as you can still see, there's still a lot of quality on the pitch and on the bench for International Wichita. And here's exactly what I mean. Santa Fe finds us passing the ball around between their two centre backs and their left back, and then they'll try to split the line with a big long ball. It hasn't really been working for them so far. Here's Gabe. Nice chip pass over the top towards Fuster. It looks like that might be the best way for Southwestern to score. Santa Fe playing a rather high line. I mean, International Wichita, I think I'm at college there. But it looks like that might be the best way for them. In behind, Santa Fe playing a high line. Already had a few opportunities to get in. Let's see if Alejandro Ramos can put in another one of them spectacular balls that I've already given him credit for. He's in a similar position. Does unlucky, can't really quite get the height on it that he would have wanted, then gets beat by the Santa Fe man, does well to get back at him, puts enough pressure on him to disturb that shot, and then Future in the middle did an excellent defensive job, but giving away a free kick and getting a yellow card for that one, I'm not sure I 100% agree with the referee there, but as I previously mentioned, the yellow cards do like to be shown. Even saw a red card last week, thankfully enough it was for Dodge City and not Inter Wichita. Not a bad ball into the box, but can only find the head of Rory. Very, very good in the air. He's a cool boy from Ireland. Not afraid to put his body in the way of anything. or put his head on the end of anything either. Gabe trying to apply some pressure, but doesn't have Jack on the outside of him to intercept that pass towards the fullback. Not a bad touch through, but there's Rory once more doing his job to seize the ball out. Here's Ramos. Gives it to Jesus, all the way back to Gustavo. He then decides to go long, trying to hit Fabio. He has. Nice little header forward, but can't quite find the target of Gabe. Momo's won it back. Avoids that side tackle. I thought he avoided it, but got caught on the follow through, and that's going to be a free kick. The referee, he's going to have to be consistent with his cards, because that one for me looked more aggressive and more of a yellow card offence than the Futa one earlier. I'm not saying anyone should get a yellow card, because that certainly wasn't a yellow card offence, but you're going to pull the cards out, you have to be consistent with it. And Connor looks, Rory in the middle there looked like he might have hurt himself going down. Seems to have got up all right. Looked a little bit nervous as his foot got stuck in the AstroTurf. A good tackle by Jack. Forward by Yori. Gives it to Futa. Back to Ramos. Calmly bringing the ball up the pitch. Santa Fe, they're making it quite hard for Inter Wichita to find their centre mids. And that's gone out of play. For a Santa Fe throw in. Really just couldn't quite get Ramos's ball under control. You could see what they were trying to do, just swing it around, get a different angle on their attack, but unfortunate. Nice throw and a nice touch, and even better tackle there. That's time to perfection. I mean, it would have had to be, because he's already picked up a yellow card early, and Yuri's still flying in with a tackle like that. Dangerous, but it worked. Free kick in a good position here to Santa Fe, right in front of goal. I'd say about 30 yards out. Similar position to where the Santos scored last week, but that was in a dead ball situation. They're going to go for goal, and it's up and over. Savo just watches that one go over the top of his crossbar. Yeah, our Santa Fe almost giving it away. They did. It looked like Connor was going to be the one to intercept it, but he just lost his footing. Thankfully enough, Rory was more than aware for the step. Utah done well to win that ball back. Jack, nice flick. Gives it to Fabio. Gets it back. Then gets caught on his way through, and it's going to be an Inter Wichita free kick. Here's Futa to Jack. Looks like he's going to eye up the shot. Brings it back onto his right foot. Does get the shot off and can't quite get the direction on it that he would have wanted there. There's a nice little bit of skill though to manipulate the ball onto his right foot. A good header by Chewy. So good at that. Such an athletic. It's Gabe bringing it onto his left foot. Spectacular block. Uto gets the ball towards Momo. Can't quite pushing that set back towards Fabio as nicely as he wanted to. Purely with the step. Or he's going to have to come over and cover now. Succeeds for the free kick. Good decision really there by Rory. You know, he knew he was out of position. Yuri in front of him was also out of position, so he knew he had to make a decision there. And winning the ball or giving away a free kick had to be either or. Thankfully enough, the referee didn't go into his pocket that time. Well, there would have been 2 players with a yellow card in the back line, and your coach there would have liked that 20 minutes into the half. Striker Soccer Complex is starting to fill up now. There was a tag empty at the start of the game, but it's good to see that all of the fans are now starting to appear. Had a great atmosphere here last Saturday. Lots of fans, lots of noise. That's always a good boost for the players. It's always a good thing. These are all just young men and they want to be supported and made to feel like professionals, and this is the closest thing they might get. That's a great ball towards Jack. Takes it down the line. Goalkeeper Ishmael drops and then he can't quite cut it back towards Momo with his left foot. Manages to win a corner kick though. I think Ishmael took a hit in the place where the sun doesn't always shine. He might be down for a second. Santa Fe haven't got a backup goalkeeper as well, so they'll be hoping that he's all right. Lots of targets in the box though, especially with Connor coming in for Wilbert. That does add another dimension of height into the team. He's a pretty tall lad. Rory tall as well. Gabe tall. I just touched on it briefly as well. Chewy athletic. You just saw him rise up extremely high for that defensive header. Do the same in the opponent's box as well. Momo, he's always a threat in the air. Good to see him back on his feet now. Oh, he's gone back down. Ramos is doing his best impression of Ishmael in goal. Well, it looks like the players are ready once more to get the game underway again with the corner. It's going to be Fabio to put the ball into the box. On towards the back post. Rory's there to header it back. I think he caught a bit of the head of one of the Santa Fe players there. Yeah, definitely did. They both jumped at the same time. Rory was trying to put that back across the box. Just headed the back of one of the defending players. The head injury, so good one to see that that's not that serious, because don't want to see anyone getting a concussion. Jack touches that away towards Fabio. He can get it under control. It's time to say can't quite find the ball through. Here's Connor. Spraying the play towards Chewy. That's an excellent pass. Chewy then just trying to help it towards Fabio, but a little bit too much on that one. Jack applying pressure from the Brighton side. Momo now coming forward as well, forcing Santa Fe to give the ball away. Connor helps out wide towards Gabe. Chewy heads it to Fabio and then gets it right back. Tried the Cruyff turn, but didn't quite pull it off. Forgot that he had to take the ball with him. Chewy throws it towards Gabe. Trying to bring it onto his left foot and get the shot off. He has. Goalkeeper spilled it, and Jack trying to run in and pick up off the scraps, but Ishmael did well to come back and grab his fumble. Moving into Wichita ball. Wichita dispossessed from the throw-in. Ramos read that pass though. Very, very good defensive back line and goalkeeper for into Wichita. Their class was on full display last week. Seen some of it Seen some of it so far this game as well. Good at reading, stepping. Momo, nice touch past his man. Got time to put a ball into the box. He has. Jack couldn't quite get in front of his man at the near post. Got connection on the ball, but not as much as he would have liked, I'm sure, or was hoping for. Into Wichita definitely start to assert some dominance now. As we approach 15 minutes left in the first half, definitely starting to control the ball a lot more. Chances are starting to come a little bit more. Another nice turn by Jack. Gives it to Gabe. Looks up, tries to put the ball back across towards Jack. Back onto his left foot. Looks up again, pulls it back. Ended well. A good tackle high up the pitch from Muley. Then just gets his feet in a little bit of a mess. Went down in the process as well. But good to see him back on his feet now. Jack appealing for a foul throw, rightfully so. I mean, anyone that watches soccer should be able to tell Momo winning it back in a dangerous position. And that's going to be a penalty. This time Ishmael didn't quite get it right as he did the first time around when Momo was through and goal and he tried to take it past him. This time, not getting the ball and just getting Momo's legs instead. Might be the first time ever I've seen Momo give up a penalty to let someone else take it. It's going to be Gabriel to take it for Inter Wichita. The left-footed striker. Been having himself a good half so far, so a goal would just polish off that performance. Also give good credit to Inter Wichita, been applying some good pressure over the last 4 or 5 minutes. You could feel a goal was coming for them. Let's see if they can convert this golden opportunity. Steps up, takes, hits the crossbar, and it's come back out for the ball, puts it in. The flag stays down. It's a goal, it counts. His first game of the season, scores the goal, makes up for the mistake from Gabriel who hit the bar. I believe it was Fabio who just put it back out wide for Connor to place into the far corner, gives Inter Wichita the lead. With 15 minutes to go in the first half. Goal for the black and yellow. Number 6, Connor Edwards. Into Wichita got rather lucky there, but everyone knows in any sports you need a little bit of luck to get a result. They've got their share for the half there. Nice chop. Good ball into the box as well. Chewy at the back post to head it away, and Connor on the edge of the box to help it even further. Fabio gets a good toe on it. And Gabriel just can't quite get it under control up front. Over Rory's head. Ramos just there to stab it away. Rory trying to go direct towards Momo. And Gustavo's come out of his box. Oh, I think he might have given a penalty. And a yellow card for Gustavo as well. It was definitely a free kick. Oh no, he's giving a free kick, yep. I thought the ref thought it was inside the box. It looked to me up here that it was outside. The referee's seen that. It's going to be a free kick right on the edge. So surprisingly, in the first half, both goalkeepers have managed to pick up a yellow card. I don't think I've ever seen happen before. Also in a dangerous position, Santa Fe. They have a good right-foot free kick taker to whip it into that far post. Far post from the camera, the one Gustavo is standing on right now. Always a dangerous position to get a free kick. Or to have a free kick in, sorry, apologies. Straight into the wall and then straight over the bar. Not the best of execution there from Santa Fe. Looked as if it maybe slightly rushed it. Rory. Nice outside of the boot pass towards Gabriel. Just couldn't quite reach the target. Here's Jack. Gives it to Fabio. There's Chewy outside of him, and he decides to use him. Momo in front of that. And he decides to use that. Momo showing off his pace to get there. Didn't quite execute the reverse pass towards Futa, who was waiting for the ball somewhat in the box. Connor reading the game well. Having himself a good half in centre midfield. Hard person to replace Wilbert, but Connor's managed to replace him with a goal. I'm sure he'll be happy. into Wichita, not quite able to get as much on the clearance as they would have liked there. But Chewy doing his defensive duties tremendously well. Manages to kick the ball off the pitch and win a throw-in for himself. Unusual. It didn't look like it took a touch of any of the Santa Fe players, but nonetheless, I'm sure Into Wichita will take that. Fabio trying to give the ball back to Momo on the 1-2. Jack almost caught them off guard with some pressure from behind. It was a good job they decided to go back to Ishmael in goal. He then goes long, but every time he's kicking the ball, he seems to be finding one of the centre mids on Into Wichita. Fabio Momo outside of him gives it just a little bit too far in front. I think Momo would have liked that a lot closer to him so he could drive into the box and get a shot off. Fabio just forced him out wide and Momo didn't put the ball into the box. Chewy gets beat this time and then Rory again with an excellent step and ball and pinballed right back to the Into Wichita back line and Ramos has to hold up his man. Doing a great job of it though. Chewy comes over, helps him out. Into the box by Santa Fe. Rory there once more to head it away. Jack to Futa. Forward towards Gabriel. He has only Jack occupying him in the box. Tries to chop onto his right foot. He got it off, and that's an excellent shot towards the near post. But Ishmael matched it with the save there. Into Wichita definitely should feel there should be more than one goal up going into the half. Been a dominant display. They just haven't quite been able to find the cherry on top of the cake with the finishes. Got themselves into some very good positions. Just can't quite get the ball in the back of the net. Apart from the one time Connor did with the luck of the crossbar on the PK. That was a ball into the box by Fabio and then just headed out of bounds. Anyone that likes to look at these games, please do feel welcome to come down and support Into Wichita at the Striker Soccer Complex in Wichita, Kansas. All the details for all the games are always posted on Into Wichita social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Any support is loved and liked. Who doesn't like a little bit of soccer on a Sunday? A nice sunny Sunday. Santa Fe change. I don't know if anyone was hurt. But it looks like the centre back is going to be coming off. Justin Wright, number 5. This is Futa. Fouled from behind. That's going to be a free kick. Rash hasn't been so keen to pull his cards out. It's the half's gone on, but a lot more yellow cards have been shown to Into Wichita. That's a nice ball by Connor. Might just be a little bit too heavy for Jack. It is. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Yep, a throw-in on this near side. corner. He's had a very good half reading the game and stopping play, breaking it up. He's got unlucky a few times from losing his footing and just slightly missing the ball, but breaking up the play, he's done an excellent job, and he's got himself the goal in possession. He's not been too shabby either, of course, but that's expected for someone of his caliber. A high ball for Ramos to head away. Didn't look as if Momo touched him, but I think he did more than touch him there. It looked like he quite hurt him quite a bit. Brian Vidal for Santa Fe. Heard that Santa Fe might have only had 13 players for this game, but looking down over at their bench, it looks like they managed to find a few more to make the city down from Kansas City. That could have been a penalty there. Some appeals from the Santa Fe players. Yuri's foot was rather high in his own box. Managed to get the ball in, and Fabio just kicks that one away out of danger. Gives his team the respite. If you're in Wichita right now, there's still a second half as well. If you want to come down and catch the second half, looks like it's going to be a good game. Especially if you're an Inter Wichita fan. Looks like it could be a good promising season with the amount of talent this team has. Is Jack. Lots of talent and a great coaching staff as well. Obviously, Coach Derritt is the main head coach. Coach Noah is one of his assistants, and then Coach Jasper, the goalkeeper coach, all three very good men who are very good at their job. Here's Connor, chance to put the ball into the box, just flashes it past Jack's face. Into the corner though. Looks like Southwestern are getting ready for a substitute. Be interesting to see who Coach Derritt brings off in the middle of the park. I think all three of them have had a good game. Just Fabio, low ball into the box towards Momo. Then chips it in, past Connor's head. Knocked past Fabio. Santa Fe now with a chance to get forward. Fabio doing his defensive duties and tracking that all the way back. Done well to stop that counter attack. Santa Fe had numbers up. They were trying to get up from up the pitch as quickly as possible after the corner. Good pressure applied. And the referee's given a free kick there, but I don't really know what either player is supposed to do in that situation. Gabriel applying the pressure from behind, and then Jack was ran into. Wasn't his fault. He was just
Substitution for Inter, the 44th minute, leading the game, Fabio, and entering the game, Chato.
There is the substitution. Fabio comes off, gets a little rest at the end of the half. Chato coming on. Made an appearance towards the end of the game last week as well, coming on earlier this time. There's Rory again with a header. Everything in the proximity of the international Wichita box just gets headed away by that boy. Here's Gabriel using his speed and acceleration to get away from the defender, then just try to stab it in towards Futa, who's making a run into the box. Few half-hearted appeals for a penalty as well, as he went down after he played the ball, but referee shakes his head and points signals for a goal kick. Or he's trying to step. This way the free kick had his hands all over Lorenzo. And to face throwing the ball out wide. A brilliant switch of the play. Momo applying some pressure though. Maybe caught the defender's leg. Referee didn't think so, and he gets past his first tackle. Now driving into the box has Gabriel and Jack in front of him as well. Just had to hesitate a little bit there to see what the referee was going to do. Momo took it past his man and then went down. Referee doesn't blow for a dive or think there was enough contact for a PK. The second one of the half for Southwestern. Although they didn't score from the first one.
The fourth official has announced an additional 3 minutes.
Going to be 3 minutes added on time at the end of the first half. Here's Ramos. Jack almost was spotted. Ramos thought better of it as Jack was going to release himself on this near side to the camera. It would be a bad time for Southwestern to concede now as Santa Fe look to get the ball out wide. Maybe get a ball into the box. They've got numbers up in that situation. Well, not numbers up, just good numbers. 2-3 players in the box for them. And instead it's wasted and kicked out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick for Gustavo. Another rather relaxed half for Gustavo. In goal for Wichita, not being tested by too many shots. He's had that one incident on the edge of his box where he had to come and make a challenge. Unfortunately, got a yellow card for it. Ooh. Santa Fe players are getting a little bit aggressive there in Gabriel's face. Some fingers being pointed. I'm sure some words are being said as well. Ethan Martinez getting a little bit aggravated by something. Good win. It's a good ball as well. It's got space and one man in front of him. Keeps it on his right foot and then couldn't quite get the finesse into the far corner that I think he was looking for. And once again, Wichita getting into a good position, but only really being able to find a straight shot into the hands of Ishmael every time. A good tackle by Ramos. The ball falling on the edge of the box and over the bar it goes. I'd imagine that might have been the last play of the half as Ramos goes down on the edge of his box. He just dangled his foot in a little bit there, and it's probably his ankle that's hurting from what happened. Just put his foot in as the ball was being kicked, and if your ankle is not locked correctly or tight enough in that situation, it can hurt quite a lot. Connor gets it out wide for Jesus. He looks to go long towards Gabriel. And that's going to be the end of the first half. It's Southwestern going with a 1-0 lead. We'll see you in 15 minutes for the second. Shit, have I said it?
Yeah.
Oh.
My name is Luis Acosta. I am the owner of Elite Electric Company.
Stephen Reed, co-owner, Elite Electric Company.
We are a veteran and minority-owned company in Wichita, Kansas. We have multiple journeymen and technicians out in the field. We take pride in all our work. We will do smallest jobs down from a small outlet change, full home residential remodels, and up to commercial and light industrial. We go out of our way to help customers in every which way possible. We don't get scared to get dirty, whatever it takes to get the job done. You can call us at any time, 316-258-2166. You need to contact us in Spanish, it's 316-944-9090.
Neza Tires is your local family-owned tire shop. Whether it's suspension, brakes, computer alignments, or just an oil change, expect affordable, professional, and friendly service. We are now at 2 locations, 2502 West Maple and 4758 South Seneca. Neza Tires, your local family-owned tire shop. Se habla español.
Hi, my name is Andy Sykes. I am the CEO of Amplify. Amplify is a strength conditioning resource that's available in person and on demand through our app. So no matter where you are able to get high quality programs that you can be assured will get you results. Our population base is pretty diverse. I mean, we're working with athletes, not only college athletes, but also amateur and semi-professional athletes, soccer players, to rowers, to bowlers, and older adults. You know, we've got a full spectrum of different clientele. If you want to see improved performance, improved health, then shoot us an email, reach out to us, and join this team, because we are impacting lives for the better, and it's great to be a part of.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Sisagan. I am the owner of Skin by Evelyn. I have some amazing news. I am launching my own skincare line, and I am so excited that I have created a line that's not just great for your skin, but also has a beautiful, meaningful purpose behind it. My mission is to inspire and increase self-esteem. I am hoping to be able to make a change in someone's life and giving them the tools that they need to take care of their skin. Thank you so much. See you soon.
My name is Luis Acosta. I am the owner of Elite Electric Company.
Stephen Reed, co-owner, Elite Electric Company.
We are a veteran and minority-owned company in Wichita, Kansas. We have multiple journeymen and technicians out in the field. We take pride in all our work. We will do smallest jobs down from a small outlet change, full home residential remodels, and up to commercial and light industrial. We go out of our way to help customers in every which way possible. We don't get scared to get dirty, whatever it takes to get the job done. You can call us at any time, 316-258-2166. You need to contact us in Spanish, it's 316-944-9090.
Neza Tires is your local family-owned tire shop. Whether it's suspension, brakes, computer alignments, or just an oil change, expect affordable, professional, and friendly service. We are now at 2 locations, 2502 West Maple and 4758 South Seneca. Neza Tires, your local family-owned tire shop. Se habla español.
Hi, my name is Andy Sykes. I am the CEO of Amplify. Amplify is a strength conditioning resource that's available in person and on demand through our app. So no matter where you are able to get high quality programs that you can be assured will get you results. Our population base is pretty diverse. I mean, we're working with athletes, not only college athletes, but also amateur and semi-professional athletes, soccer players, to rowers, to bowlers, and older adults. You know, we've got a full spectrum of different clientele. If you want to see improved performance, improved health, then shoot us an email, reach out to us, and join this team, because we are impacting lives for the better, and it's great to be a part of.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Sisagan. I am the owner of Skin by Evelyn. I have some amazing news. I am launching my own skincare line, and I am so excited that I have created a line that's not just great for your skin, but also has a beautiful, meaningful purpose behind it. My mission is to inspire and increase self-esteem. I am hoping to be able to make a change in someone's life and giving them the tools that they need to take care of their skin. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Welcome back, everybody, for the second half between Inter Wichita and Santa Fe. I apologize for any mistakes that I made in the first half, calling Inter Wichita Southwestern. I'm too used to commentating on my college games. I had a little mind farts and calling Inter Wichita Southwestern. I'll try and make sure it doesn't happen again. Didn't even realize I was making that mistake until I was informed, so I do apologize for it. Santa Fe getting the game underway once more. Southwestern coming out with the same team that they went into the half with. Fabio remains on the bench. But maybe coach was just giving him a little breather. Well, I'm too used to commentating on college soccer and watching college soccer, evidently, because I forgot the real rules of the game, where once you're subbed off, you can't come back on. So, Coach there has 7 subs to make and can't bring people back on once he's taken them off. Is Yoli with the outside of his boot. That's an excellent pass down the line towards Jack. Can he use his pace to get to the ball? Santa Fe centre back does well to come over and cover him off, and then Jack just wrestles him to the ground as he was shielding the ball away from him. Thought Jack was going to get there. He's quite a quick lad. Lots of body feints there from the Santa Fe player, but Chewy didn't fall for any of them as he just watched him run away from his goal. And he plays a nice ball into Gabriel's feet. Got Momo outside of him. He's going to be used. Not bad ball into the box by Momo. Ishmael spilled it. No one was really there to follow up. The Inter Wichita players weren't exactly busting a gut to get into the box there. They had a really good first half. Hopefully they can score a few more goals this half. They had a lot of chances. The goal comes from a penalty, not directly from the penalty, but Gabriel hitting the bar and then Fabio finding the feet of Connor, who just slotted it into the far post. But these two are going back at it again. Ethan Martinez for Santa Fe and Gabriel for Inter Wichita. They had a little kerfuddle at the end of the first half. And it looks to see that that's rolled over into the second half as well, as they're walking into the box, still pushing each other. Now the referee is going to get involved and have a word. It is always frustrating when you're losing and you have to play against someone as good as Gabriel up front. Very tricky player to defend against. He's tall, long, quick, strong. Very complete striker. Been rather unlucky in the last 2 games not to have found the back of the net yet, but I'm sure once he does, his rhythm will come. Dewey, little push in the back, looks over to the ref. Didn't give it. Gives that one though for Inter Wichita. In a good position to put the ball into the box. Going to be Futa to take it. I mentioned in the first half, Inter Wichita lots of height. Good ball in as well. Headed away and hooked away, but Ramos will be able to get it under control and look to rebuild another Inter Wichita attack. Alvo going long. Not a bad ball. Headed back towards Ishmael so he can pick it up. A nice ball out wide. Touch, let him down a little bit as Momo was then able to pinch it. Then tries the Maradona, but dispossessed in the process and wins back possession. But Connor committed a slight foul on the way through. The goal scorer from the first half had himself a pretty good half. Coming into the team for Wilbert, he picked up an injury during the week. The handball. Referee saw that one, and that's kicked away, so he's gonna. Yep, that's the quickest way to get into the referee's book. Kicking the ball away when you're not supposed to. That was for number 15, Jalen Mendez. Santa Fe. Too heavy for Jack to get onto. Southwestern had a lot of chances in that first half, a lot of good opportunities coming from the ball being played in behind. So they'll be looking to replicate everything from that first half. It was a very almost complete performance. They could have done with a few more goals, but defensively they've been solid. Jack, nice high leg to win that back. No one around him, so the ref didn't need to blow up for it. Almost then winning the ball back nicely again for Inter Wichita and getting it out wide. Well, maybe that could have been a handball, but referee or no one on the pitch thought so. Look, from my angle, that he raised his arm to hit that one away. Connor now applying some pressure on that far side. Does well to put a foot in. Good defending there by Rory. Now his feet up. Gets that out wide and couldn't get it down the line after that. Coach there urging Jack to play the ball quickly on the throw in. Gabriel can't quite hold it up as nicely as he would have liked. Yuli with a nice turn. Nice ball roll there by Jack. A nice back heel from Yuli. Is Gabriel. A little ricochet. He might have taken it through for Jack. That's an excellent tackle. And he gets told to get up by the Santa Fe defender. A little handshake at the end of it to wake up for it. So there's bad blood between them two. Not like Ethan Martinez and Gabriel. Sure, Gabe would like to get a goal just to silence the defender. Ramos looks to take it quickly towards Jack, goes over his head and out of bounds. Santa Fe throwing on the other side, far side. This Jack was the one who kicked it out of bounds. Rory not allowing the turn. Now Yuli can bring the ball forward. Couldn't quite help it towards Gabriel, but Chata was able to play the ball over the top. Momo was arriving in that back post with a lot of space, but cross was decided to be delayed. It's Chata with the shot, and that's just over the, well, quite a long way over the bar. Santa Fe going thought to go long, but Ramos is more than alert to head that one away, not allowing it to get through to their striker's feet. Still 50-50 in the middle of the pitch there. Another long ball forward again, and Ramos still alert to that challenge, has been all game, him and Rory. Now Chewy trying to hit Peter in one of the channels, but just a little bit too heavy on him, or for him. It's a good step by him there, however. Jack working back hard for into Wichita there and winning it. It's Futa. Gives it to Jack. The 3v3 in front of goal now. What's Jack going to do? Rolls it. Tries to bring it onto his left foot, and then Gabriel with a quick shot. Ishmael spilled it. Momo couldn't pounce onto it. I think the into Wichita strikers have got to realise, or the attacking players have got to realise that Ishmael hasn't exactly been holding on to everything that comes his way. So following in on the rebounds might be a good way to nick yourself an easy goal in this game. So Jack attempting it in the first half. Momo didn't seem as keen to get forward and do it that time as Jack did. That's going to be a corner kick. As Rory tried to plead his case for it to be an into Wichita goal kick, but linesman wasn't having any of it and remained pointing to the corner flag for Santa Fe to get the ball into the box. Not a bad ball, just a little bit too deep, and then headed away by Momo. The ball's ricocheted through, and that's a good save by Gustavo. The linesman has his flag up for offside. He didn't know that. He had to make that save. It was a good one. Ball just bounced its way through and somehow ended up at Santa Fe players' feet. Chewy going long towards Jack. That's going to be a corner kick into Wichita. On this near side. You see Ruben looks to be ready to come on now. The Inter. missed out on the squad last week. Pulled up to the squad this week. Very good, talented, hard-working player. Dynamic as well, so hard to tell where he might come on. Play many positions across the pitch. Now Santa Fe looked to get out on the break. Gabe gave up on it while he was defending. Chewy got beaten, but forced the player into Ramos, and that's going to be a free kick. I don't really know why. I don't think the Santa Fe player would have got that with or without the slightest bit of connection from Chewy. I don't think it hindered him too much. I believe that's Abway on the far side getting ready to come on. Headed away by Rory. Rory's got Momo running outside of him, Vita running ahead of him, Jack on the switch. Maybe could have played that a little bit quicker. Good 1-2-3-4 with Momo. Chance to put the ball into the box, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Oh, tell a lie. Took a slight deflection, so it's going to be an into Wichita corner kick. My view of that was slightly obscured. It's going to be Connor coming off, the goal scorer. Gave a good 60 minutes to Coach Derek there. And then Yuri coming off the left back. Interesting to see who goes where. So Ruben's going to be slot on at left back. Abway taking up the reins of centre mid. I was just curious about that one, as Ruben can play centre mid. All three levels of it, 6, 10 or an 8. It's Wichita winning it back for into Wichita. Giving it out wide towards Jesus. Tries to help it down the line towards Momo. Done well to keep that in. Gives it to Gabe. Likes to take his time in possession. I've started to realise. Nothing wrong with that though. Wichita got it out wide to go with the shot. Just past the goalkeeper's near post, half far post from the camera angle. Wasn't a bad effort. Abway winning it back. Good slide tackle in there by Santa Fe players. Dewey giving chase. Showcasing off that speed. We've been into Wichita throwing. Minutes into the second half now. I mean, been not as free flowing as that first half was. Into Wichita certainly struggling a little bit more than they were. Chances were coming with ease in that first half, but Santa Fe have tidied up a little bit at the back, and into Wichita I feel like they might have backed off in possession a little bit. They're good at getting into the final third, but struggling to find the right pass when they get there. Jack almost alert to winning that back, just a little bit too far away. Chewy and Momo do win it back, however, but slight push in the back. That's going to result in a centre free kick. Had to play it fast into the middle. Gustavo with the balls in his hand. The ball in his hand, my bad. But just kicked it a little bit too far as it rolls on towards Merlin the other goal. Tight game of end to end. Ruben looking to step aggressively. Arboy joins in and wins the ball back. Oh, tried the no-look pass. Almost did the Santa Fe player through. Been reckless in possession. That's not what Inter Wichita need right now. They're only 1 goal up. Never safe being 1 goal up. Coach Derek will want at least 1 or 2 more. 1 for sure just to get that safety net, but 2 would more or less put the nail in the coffin. There's Chewy winning it back again. Say that a lot. Here's Gabriel, had the ball on his right foot, tried to bring it back onto his left and held the defender to get back. Here's Cheetah, out wide towards Ruben. He's onto his right foot to put a good ball into the box over the head of Jack just, and linesman flag goes up for offside. Momo saying me, and the linesman said no. Jack in the middle. Ruben unlucky with that step. Jack tracking back hard, worked well there. Momo is now going to have to do the same on the other side, and he's done exactly that. Chewy with another excellent tackle. And then again, with another one over and over again. Chewy winning the ball back for Inter Wichita. Extremely solid player. Very young as well. First season at the club. Had a good personal season with his school this year. No, there's Ramos, can't quite get enough on that tackle as he would have liked, and Rory got to come across and put a good block in there. It's starting to get a little bit shaky for Inter Wichita. This is exactly what I mean. Coach Derek will definitely want another goal to secure it, because 1 goal in football or soccer, whatever your preferred name for it might be. Oh, and there's quite catch what went on over there, but it looks like there's going to be a yellow card for both players, Ramos and Brian Vidal for Santa Fe. I'm not sure what happened. It looked like Ramos made the tackle and then someone stood up, wanted to get in people's faces. I was more focused on Rory. He was down in the middle of the box. I think he might be hurt because he was signaling over to the bench for something. It would be a big shame to Inter Wichita if he was to go off the pitch. Going to be Ramos to take the Inter Wichita free kick. Looked to go short to Gustavo, but was almost red. Is Vita, the Momo. Brings the ball onto his right foot, tried to get the ball into the box. Took a big deflection and went out for it into Wichita corner kick. ball into the box. Rather deep, and Ruben was the only one back there to try and head it back across, but he just mistimed his jump ever so slightly. Gustavo back to Ramos. Looks to go long into the channel. Just pulled it a little bit. I think Rory was hurt. He's coming off now. Going to be Gamma coming on. Hope that's nothing too serious. Looks like we a big loss into Wichita.
Number 4, Gamma.
The class game last week, scoring and defensively solid, and this week being exactly the same on the defensive end. Anything in his zone or area just gets headed away. Any player that then steps into that zone already then gets hit away. Very good player. Wichita winning it back again. Back then trying to drive into the space. Like one of the front three is going to be coming off as Louis is on that far side, taking his penny off, getting warm. The final 20 minutes of the game is going to be Gabriel to make way. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with himself today. Probably, maybe should have had a goal, maybe even two. Still had a good game, don't get me wrong, but every striker wants to score. He had good opportunities to do that today. So it looks like Momo will take the reins and go up front. Louis take Momo's place and slot into right wing. That man's playing right back. Jesus having another great game. He helps it forward towards Louis. He's just not quite quick enough to get onto the end of that. Which is surprising because he's absolutely rapid. Jack, nice pass to Momo. Momo was fighting for it, but referee saw it as an unfair challenge, even though both players were leaning into each other and slightly pulling everyone. I mean, if anything, Ethan Martinez was being more aggressive in that 50-50 than Momo was. Ramos is putting that one out of play, getting away for danger for now. Southwestern don't need to do any. Not Southwestern making that mistake again. Into Wichita don't need to do anything too sloppy or silly with only 15 minutes to go. Just too used to seeing a lot of these players in a different shirt, in a different environment. That's why I be making that mistake. But I'm sure by the time in the next home game, I'll have it out of my brain. I think I've done a better job at it in the second half, but still definitely been annoying some people with it. Momo lays off Jack, and that was an excellent first time effort, just over the bar. Was just trying to bend it into the far post. Heating himself up a little bit with that one. I mean, it was quite a good attempt. Took it the hard way. Of course. Chewy getting his clearance right back and then tried to, I guess, stab that towards Momo, but it's just a little bit too far to the side of him. Ramos with a nice touch away from the striker. And tried the outside of the boot pass into Wichita. Maybe just got to strip back down to basics a little bit. The game's not been won yet. Is Gamma. Gamma defending, Ramos coming over and helping. And going long towards Momo. Nice touch. Ooh, just took a little hit in the back. But wins it back nicely. Louis then tried to poke it towards Momo, but nothing come of that. Dewey, another good header. Well, that's going to be another free kick for Santa Fe. Into Wichita, don't want to be giving away too many free kicks in these positions. That's what I'm talking about when I say silly mistakes and stuff like that. You don't want to give Santa Fe a good opportunity to put the ball into the box or get a clear shot on goal. Last time they had a free kick, fortunately enough, it was rattled into the wall. So Gustavo will be hoping for a similar situation this time. Instead, it's crossed in and punched away dramatically. I like a keeper that can catch it, but that did the job. Still not had much to do over the course of both games, Gustavo, but everything that he has had to do, he's done with perfection. Maybe a slight hiccup in the first half, but was fortunate that it was outside the box, only gave away a free kick and put himself on the stat sheet with a yellow card. Momo laying the ball back. Too heavy for Futa. This is what I mean, Southwestern just struggling a little bit to get the weight of pass right at certain situations where it could be lethal for Santa Fe if into Wichita, my bad once more, were getting it right. Is Gamma. Over. Kick forward, bad touch in the middle of the park, allows Louis to pick the ball up. There's Momo on the left-hand side. Brings it back onto his right foot, tries to pull the trigger and didn't quite get the connection that he was looking for. Nice step there by Ruben. Come from the blind side and won the ball back excellently well. It was a nice touch in the middle of the pitch as well to help the ball out wide, and then just a little bit short on the cross. Louis was waiting at the back post. Going to be Jack to take this corner this time with the usual takers off the pitch. It's not a bad ball into the box at all. Louis was there. Didn't quite get the connection on it. I don't think they would have been looking for. That's a good ball in towards Momo, then fade away from Ishmael. I thought it might have just gone over his head. Would have led to a second into Wichita goal, and that's going to be a free kick. Oh, no, a throw in. Sorry, my bad. I thought the ref signalled for a free kick. That one is going to be a free kick, however. Ruben just standing in front of him. Another quick way to get a yellow card as well from Ruben standing in front of the ball. If some people were smart enough, they would just kick it against you and get you in the book. They're going short, trying to build something. But instead, they just build a into Wichita goal kick. The ball boy behind the goal not really doing his job there. Sat enjoying the sun instead of going to grab the balls. Bravo. Going long. Towards the head of Jack, just goes over him. Momo then tries to jump up at the second ball. The ball almost fell perfectly for Takuta in the middle there, but his touch just took it away from goal slightly. But that's an excellent ball into the box. Momo said leave. Louis then stabs it, and it was saved and taken away from the goal. Momo and Jack at the back post. Jack evidently heard a call from behind him. He just backed out of his aerial challenge. Momo then put it back into a really good area. Southwestern, they should be 2 goals up. They should have been 2 goals up a long time ago. They're really just struggling to find the back of the net in this one. This is our boy to put the ball into the box. From the corner, that's Momo with a good header at the back post. And Ishmael again making a save. They're about 6 or 7 today. Probably even more if I'm being honest. I'm not into Wichita, not doing the best job of troubling him. Every shot coming straight down his throat and straight down the middle. Just a soccer saying, my bad. Down the goalkeeper's throat, but into Wichita definitely want another goal. I can't reiterate that point enough. Plus, it'll be nerve-wracking moments for everyone in attendance supporting into Wichita and the players on the pitch as the clock ticks down with less than 10 minutes to play. That's a great tackle by Ramos. Help forward towards Momo, lays it off for Futa, gets it out wide. Now Momo gradually making his way towards the box. Get forward towards him. He's got a touch on it. Just took it away from goal, then tried to pull it back. No one had managed to get forward and get into the box alongside with him. Centre face starting to move the ball forward. Great tackle there from Abwe. Couldn't quite find the ball forward towards Futa, who was waiting for it on the left wing. Ooh, that's going to be a free kick. Referee actually decides better than it. Skip plays the advantage, and that's going to be offside. I think Abwe, yeah, definitely going to get in the book after that one. Caught a lot of the player. No problem with that though. He was just being aggressive, trying to win the ball back. What you want from your holding midfielder. Fortunately enough though, for into Wichita that Antefe moves into an offside position. That's exactly what I mean. If luck, well, that was slightly a few seconds before, wasn't on their side. It could easily be 1-1 right now, and that's why they'll want another goal. Do you think there's going to be quite a bit of added on time in the second half as well? As Coach Derek rallies his troops. little break in the half, giving the managers of either side an opportunity to talk to their team about the game plan for the final 5 minutes. Santa Fe looking to score, Southwestern looking to hold on to their lead. Into Wichita, my bad, still making that mistake. One day I will learn. Hopefully one day during the season I won't be making that mistake. It's only the first week of broadcasting, so I'm sure some hiccups are allowed. Everyone returning to the pitch. 86:27 on the clock, but sure there'll probably be about another 10 minutes of game time left, I reckon. At least 4 minutes of added on time in this game. There was 3 minutes in the first half and there was a lot less stoppages. There's a fourth official here today. So the correct amount will be added on. I'm sure. Looks like Jack's been substituted off as well. The referee thinks nothing of that free kick. Santa Fe trying to be direct and get the ball forward, but between them, Ramos and Gamma able to get the ball clear for Inter Wichita. Emphasis on Inter Wichita. Inter, they're starting to struggle a little bit to get their foot on the ball. Substitutions seem to have changed their dynamic and how well they were flowing between each other before. Starting to struggle a little bit here. Does Santa Fe become more direct, trying to get the ball as far forward as possible? And Chewy's gone down with hopefully that's just cramp. Nothing a major injury. Yeah, it looks like it is just cramp as Subway pushes that foot up and down. No one warming up on that far side, though. I think Coach Derek probably thinks Chewy can carry on. Trying to look down the bench and see who would be able to cover him in that place, but they're quite far away. It's hard to make out faces and he's still there. Ruben, good piece of defensive work. Winning the ball back well. Then helping it onto the middle of the pitch. Now Arbor will take over the charge. All three attackers in front of him. Gets dispossessed, but wins the free kick for his team in the process. That's exactly what Inter Wichita want now. The clock on 90 minutes. I just want to relax, take as much time as possible at every opportunity. It's all about game management now for them. If they can't steal a second goal, they're going to have to manage the game correctly. Waste time. Everyone hates when it's done to your team, but for when your team's in that situation, that has to be done. Ramos, I think, attempting a shot. I wasn't entirely sure who or what that was for. He's had himself a good game though. One thing you'll get from Ramos, at any level that he plays in, he will be consistent. Here's Momo, ball across. No one there. Haven't quite noticed how much added on time is left either. Gamma. Ball into the box. Louis there. And it's just flicked on. Into Wichita corner kick. Also, if you're interested on who got voted the player of the match, the Elite Electric, our #1 sponsor, player of the match, we posted on the social medias after. Is the players and coaches get to decide who they give it to. So it'll be a hard choice for them today. A lot of the boys playing extremely well. Also, I'll take the time to say, if you want to come down and watch any of the home games, all of the information is always posted online. Any support is welcome. The Striker Soccer Complex in Wichita, Kansas. Watch a very good, very good side into Wichita. It's Chewy now starting to make his way over to the pitch as his final substitution. Gets told to hurry up by the ref. Maybe that cramp just got the best of him towards the end, but he's had himself a good game. Just say that about everyone. Ruben doing well there. Santa Fe players don't really.
3 for International Wichita. Number 28, Alex.
Not really kept their cool, Santa Fe, this half or during the game. Not been anything too out of pocket, but sometimes you have to lose with a little bit more grace than they have, getting, I think, Gabriel's face and Ruben's face on that occasion. Anyone that knows Ruben knows he's a lover, not a fighter. Not the person you should be getting up in his face. A nice game. 1-0 to Inter Wichita as they beat Santa Fe. 2 games, 2 wins, 3 goals, non-conceded. We hope you all have a very nice night.
International Wichita 1, Santa Fe 1.